Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about something which is often overlooked but can make a huge difference when you are stepping on stage. That is skin preparation for a bodybuilding show. Whether you are a men's physique, classic physique, bodybuilding, male or female, any athlete who is preparing for a show, obviously having a great physique is necessary, but having a good skin can make a huge difference and give you an extra edge while competing in the stage. From exfoliation to spray training, in this video I'm going to cover everything so that your skin is ready, show ready, fresh and even for the show. Before you get into what is required, let's quickly discuss what are the issues you can have if you don't have a well prepared and a nourished skin. You might have experienced yourself or seen in other athletes. First, you will sometimes see there's a tan is patchy on the athlete, right? You have like patches of tan which is dark and not even in the body. This is primarily because of dry skin. When the skin is dry at some part of the area, especially your elbow, armpits or knees, you will have uneven absorption. So the absorption of the tanning solution is not uniform, so that can leave a patchy tan. Okay, so we cannot afford to have a dry skin. We will need to moisturize it and set it up for the tanning. Second, you might have also experienced that the tan doesn't stick, it falls off very fast. This is because of an oily skin. So make sure we nourish the skin, make it less oily so that when we apply the tan doesn't fall off very fast. Also, sometimes we see that the tan fades off very fast. It happens to me as well. Happened to me in one of the show. I tan, but then I was faded very fast because the absorption was not good, because my skin was not nourished or hydrated enough. So when the tanning was put on my skin, it basically faded off very quick. The last issue which I have, which I normally call a disaster tanning, simply because it's a mistake of the athletes, right? I have seen a lot of athletes doing sun tanning. Now they prefer to do sun tanning to get that skin tan, but you should not do that within 2 weeks of the show. Why? Because when you tan, because of depending on how hot the temperature and how is your skin, you might have the skin peeling off. When the skin peels off, it doesn't peel off uniformly. So when you apply the tan will be not uniformly absorbed. In some part of the body it will be absorbed, and in some part where the skin is peeling off, which you might not be visible to the eyes, it might flake off in that part. So it gives a very disaster look. So I call it a disaster tan. So if you have to do sun tanning, do it at least 2 weeks before the show. So these are some of the things which I've experienced over the time. And another important thing another most common issue which I have experienced with my wife as well, was the green teen after the tan. This happens when you use deodorant. If you use deodorant within 8 hours of tanning, we have seen that you will see that green teen. In our case, what had happened was we were traveling to Russia on the flight, so she had to basically put the deodorant. Now again, depending on the skin type and the type of deodorant, some people will have different sensitivity, but that deodorant ended up giving us the green tint on her body when the tanning was sprayed. So deodorant should not be used within 2 days of the show. I will cover what are the timelines now, like at what timeline we should be doing what, so that your skin is really ready for the show. Primarily 3 things. One is an exfoliant. What I have here is St. Ives exfoliant apricot. You can have any scrub. This is pretty reasonable priced, around $5, available in Walmart, HEB. You can find it everywhere. So the main idea here is basically, obviously it is oil free, paraben free, but what you should be looking at if you're not buying this brand, something which is non-comedogenic. Non-comedogenic means some things which won't clog the pores. The skin, you don't want the skin to be clogged. You want the pores to be open so that it's hydrated. Take in all the moisturizers when we apply for it. Okay, you can use any exfoliant. I prefer to use this. The other one which you need is a moisturizing lotion. I prefer the Cetaphil one simply because I've been using it. You can use any moisturizing lotion, Cetaphil, Sebamed, doesn't matter. Then the third you will need is a baby oil. I use the Equate one. You will have Johnson or whatever, but this we will not need it before the show. This we will need it after the show. Okay, so timeline wise, when to do what, right? 2 weeks before the show, this is what I call the laying the foundation week. So 2 weeks before the show, you should start scrubbing your body at least once a day. Okay, so this will do what? This will basically exfoliate all the dead skins on your skin. So all the dead skins, you can flake it off. Focus on the elbows, armpits, knees, because these are the parts where most of the dead skins are there. Okay, gently apply it. You scrub, do a circular movement, and on the back side, obviously you won't be able to do it. Take help of your wife or someone to exfoliate on the back side of your body, because if you're an athlete, you will have to show your entire body, right? For men's physique, we are on the broads, but at least we need the back and the front, and also below the knees. Okay, so exfoliation every day, 2 weeks before the show. Moisturizing 2 weeks before the show, you should do once a day. Okay, so again, you will, after taking the bath, you will apply the moisturizing agent. Apply evenly throughout the body. Again, focus on elbows, armpits, knees. So this you will do with the moisturizing agent. This is basically 2 weeks before the show. Now 1 week before the show, what we will do is we will keep the exfoliation same once every day, but we'll increase the moisturizing to 2 times per day. So you can do it after the bath once, and then before going to bed once you get freshened up, right? So you will increase the frequency of the moisturizing to twice per day. This will start to hydrate your skin more 1 week before the show. Now another part is the waxing. Waxing has to be done at least 1 week before the show. Now you can wax or you can razor. Personally, I prefer waxing, because what I've realized is when you wax, it does not only even take out the hair from the root, but also it takes out the tan or any dead skin while you wax. So it is better, but it's up to you. Some people don't have that pain tolerance to do the waxing. Razor is also fine. You can use the blade, but you will have to do the massive cleanup at least 1 week before the show. Do not leave it within 1 week, because what happens is when you do it very close to the show, you will use the razor, you might have cut, bruises, and you don't want the tanning to be going there. It's not a good feeling. Okay, so if you do it 1 week before the show, most of the hair is gone, and then if you have a very high hair growth, what you need to do is at least 2 days or at least 8 hours before the show, you might just, if you have a slight growth, just take it off with a razor, right? So that is 1 week before the show. Then 2 days before the show, you will stop all the perfume, deodorant, nothing, right? Because we don't know what is the sensitivity, what is the type of the deodorant, so we want to go to the safe side. 2 weeks, so 2 days is a reasonable time, right? And then finally, on the show day, on the tanning day, at least 8 hours before the show, have all the shaving, whatever is done. Now, because you have already done the major shaving 1 week before, you should not have that much of hair. So slight cleaning up on the hair should be good. Again, no makeup, no deodorant within 8 hours of the show. You should be ready for the tanning. Just before you go for the tanning, you can have a shower, clean up. But right now, do not use any moisturizer, because use a moisturizer, you will have a layer, and you don't want it when you spray the tan. Now, after the tanning is done, wear loose, dark clothes. Do not wear socks. Stick to flip-flops, and sock can give you that uneven or absorb or take away some of the tan from the feet, and it won't look good. Okay. Now, after the tanning is done, after the show is over, what you will need is this. We will use the baby oil. The baby oil, you will apply it on the whole body. Wait for 5 to 10 minutes, and then you start scraping off the tan. You will need to do a couple of rounds of this after the show day to completely take off the tan. Trust me guys, after all the hard work you have done on the physique, you don't want a poor skin prep to hold back your best look on the stage. A good, well-nourished skin can give you a good muscular definition, and also give you a good skin texture, which is the edge you need when you're competing at the elite level. Take for example Ryan Terry, Ali Bilal. They don't only bring in a light level of physique, but they also look at their skin texture, their presentation, the tanning. It's perfect. So you don't want something which is under your control to hold back when you're presenting your best look on the stage. If you found this video useful, please do not forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and keep following the channel for more competition and bodybuilding tips. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.